আর্লি কম্পিউটিং যে আমাদের যে রেকর্ড আছে, যে ফার্স্ট আমাদের computing the technology that it is start with the abacus. You know, computer is start with the abacus. You already seen the early computers. There is abacus. It is a calculating tool. We first want to use the abacus through the machine that is called that is in 27th BC. Then the Pascal is designed and implemented in a mechanical calculator. So next one is the Pascal. So first one is abacus, next one is our Pascal. Now we are not using the Pascal or abacus. Today we are using a logical representation of true and false. We are using a machine which is actually deliver us represent us through the logical system that is called true and false. In your language you can say 0 or 1. True or false means 0 and 1. Now the computer is totally based on this two number, that is 0 and 1. Either it is true or false. Now we can implement the logics and the mathematics both in our computer. So there is no reason for the physical position of mechanical component cannot do the same thing. So whatever machine we are using now, this machine can tell us the logic and the mathematical things. So the modern computer is actually invented by the von Neumann. Von Neumann has developed an architecture which is developed in 1940 to 1940 to 50. So von Neumann developed this architecture. Okay, let's give you a review of this architecture. In this architecture, this is the basic architecture of a computer. That is, it will have a memory, a control unit, arithmetic logic unit. There will be an accumulator and there will be some input and outputs. Okay, accumulator is the temporary register which is uh, situated in the ALU. It basically used to when the ALU is working, it যখন এলইউটা কাজ করে থাকে তখন এটা এলইউ এর বেসিক যে ডাটা বা ইনফরমেশন গুলা এট আ রানিং টাইম, তখন এই অ্যাকুমুলেটরটা এটাকে হোল্ড করে রাখা। অর্থাৎ অ্যাকুমুলেটর ইজ আ টেম্পোরারি রেজিস্টার হুইচ হোল্ড ডাটা when the ALU is working. Okay, so these are the basic structure. In this structure there will be a memory, there will be a control unit, there will be a arithmetic logic unit, and there will be some input and output. Okay, so this is the basic computer, and we also follow this basic architecture also now. So it is called a von Neumann architecture. Von Neumann architecture. Okay, so in this architecture there are some small instructions. These are working in some sequences. Suppose the first step of the instruction is memory PC to IR. Okay, so let me explain first. There is a memory, short form of memory, that is called MEM. There is a PC. PC means not personal computer. PC means program counter. Program counter, it is a register which holds the address of next instruction. Suppose a computer is running an instruction right now, but after this instruction computer will run a next one. So the program counter, the PC, will hold the address of that instruction, not the present. Next instructions address will be held by PC. So PC memory, there will be an address of next instruction. So my first step of execution is that address will be go to the IR. IR means the instruction register. So here the PC will send the address to the instruction register. So this instruction means the program counter will hold the address of next program. So that address will be sent to the instruction register. And after that the PC will be, as PC has sent the address to the instruction register, so PC is empty now. So the PC will be incremented into PC plus 1. অর্থাৎ আমি আরেকবার আপনাদেরকে পুরো জিনিসটা বলি, সেটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে এখানে প্রোগ্রাম কাউন্টার যেটা, সেটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে যেই প্রোগ্রামটা এখন রান হচ্ছে তার পরবর্তী প্রোগ্রামের অ্যাড্রেসটাকে হোল্ড করে রাখবে হচ্ছে প্রোগ্রাম কাউন্টার। এখন যখন আমার এখনকার কাজটা শেষ, তখন প্রোগ্রাম কাউন্টার সেই অ্যাড্রেসটাকে ইনস্ট্রাকশন রেজিস্টারের কাছে পাঠিয়ে দিবে, এবং প্রোগ্রাম কাউন্টারটা তখন কি হয়ে যাবে, খালি হয়ে যাবে, বিকজ ও যে অ্যাড্রেসটা হোল্ড করে রাখছিল ওটা তো পাঠিয়ে দিছে পরবর্তী যে আছে তার কাছে। সো এরপরে তাহলে এখন প্রোগ্রাম কাউন্টারটা কি হবে, তারপরে যে ইনস্ট্রাকশনটা করা হবে, যেমন সাপোজ আমি যদি এক্সাম্পল বলি, suppose I'm taking the microcontroller course now. Okay, after that I have another course, I have another class, I have another class. So program counter will be hold the address of my next class. When I'm done with this microcontroller class, then program counter will send me the next class address. Okay, then program counter is done, so he already sent the address of next class to me, so then he will hold the next class. So it will be incremented, that program counter will be incremented pc plus 1. Okay, so next one is after getting the instruction after getting the instruction, so you can see the instruction register already get the instruction. So after getting the instruction, as all the instruction will be go to in our language, suppose open slide, play the music, so all the instruction will be in our language. So the thing is, it has to be decode means that whatever the instruction go to whatever language, it will be decoded into 0 or 1. That's mean the program the machine language, all the instruction will be decoded into the machine language. Okay, so this means the next instruction will be loaded in. Okay, so next one is after getting the instruction, it will be sent to the accumulator and also incremented to the pc. So here in our previous section, instruction register get the address of the instruction, and it will go to the memory location and get the data and take the data to the accumulator is the temporary register into the ALU. So get the data to the accumulator, and then the ALU will run the program and get the output and send it to the output section. Okay, so next again program counter will send the address to the instruction register will go to the memory, fetch the data and come to the ALU and process the data and give the output. This is the whole computer basic system. Computer is work on these basic operations. Okay, so if you understand then it's okay, if you don't understand you can ask me question if you have any, because these are some basic instruction. I already told you these basic instruction are explained here. Suppose in your exam there will be some basic instruction and you have to decode them. Okay, suppose I give you an example of it. Suppose this kind of instruction is given in the in your exam. Suppose I give you an instruction like this, like add R1 R2 R3. That's mean you have to add R2 and R3 and send it to R1. Same kind of instruction you are seen in your lecture sheet also. So this instruction set may be given to your exam and you have to explain it. Suppose the program counter is send the data to instruction register like this, program counter is incremented 1 like this. This small instruction will be given in your exam and you have to explain them. Can you do it? আমি আপনাদের সবাইকে আনমিউট করে দিছি, আপনারা যারা মিউট হইছেন তারা হচ্ছে নিজেরা মিউট হইছেন, আমি কিন্তু মিউট করি নাই। আমি একটা ওপেন ডিসকাশন করতে যাচ্ছি যে আপনারা আমি যতটুকু বলছি ততটুকু বুঝতে পারছেন কিনা। Do you understand whatever I am said? Do you understand, Jakaria?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, some small instruction like this will be given, you have to explain. Okay, not with the figure, you just explain that program counter send the data to instruction register, program counter is incremented like this, small instruction. Okay, because these small instruction are actually the small part. and microcontroller is a very small thing in a computer. So small thing you have to clear first, then I will go for a huge version. Okay, so
Okay.
some small instruction will be given. So these are some instruction will give to the microcontroller also, and microcontroller did the same thing. Okay, so this is
Okay.
the thing, this is the instruction, the basic computer instruction. Computer also uses this instruction, and microcontroller is also using this instruction. Okay, so there is a figure. Okay, you already know these basic things, right? Memory, program counter, control unit, ALU, accumulator, input, output, register. Okay, these are the some basic things. These are also present in the microcontroller. Okay, microcontroller is also consist of all these things. Okay, okay.
Okay.
So microcontroller is a system that is called, it has another name that is called embedded system. That is called embedded system. Embedded system means it is a system whose principal function is not computational, but which is controlled by a computer embedded within it. This is a system which functions are not a computational, like computer did the input and output thing. That is not, it is in the embedded system, but it is controlled by a computer, and whatever the controlling system and whatever the information, all are embedded within it. Like suppose we can give a best example of embedded system is a AC. Suppose we are all using the AC. AC is a system which has all the data already set up in it. You can see AC has a mode that is called auto. That is called auto. Okay, in an auto system, that means already there are some system that is implemented in the AC system. That is a compute. Sorry, AC can take the data from the output surface, and it can realize how the room temperature is and act according to it. আমার কথা বোঝা গেছে? যেমন আমাদের আমরা এসি ইউজ করি, এসির একটা মোড আছে অটো মোড। অটো মোড আমরা যখন দিয়ে থাকি তখন কম্পিউটার নিজেই সেন্স করতে পারে যে রুম টেম্পারেচারটা কেমন। যদি মনে করেন রুম টেম্পারেচার প্রথমে যদি গরম থাকে, সো এসি ওই অনুযায়ী তার টেম্পারেচারটা সেট করে ফেলে। আবার যখন রুম টেম্পারেচারটা যখন ঠান্ডা হয়ে যায় তখন এসির টেম্পারেচার অটোমেটিক্যালি বেড়ে যায়, মানে রুম টেম্পারেচার অনুযায়ী কম্পিউটার সরি এসি তাকে সেট করে নেয়। সো এটা একটা বেস্ট এক্সাম্পল অফ এমবেডেড সিস্টেম। এছাড়া আমরা তো রিমোট ইউজ করি এসি তে, so we can also control the AC with the remote. Okay, so this is the actually definition that embedded system is controlled by a computer embedded within it. We can all the information we embedded in the AC system. AC can run by its own, or we can also control it. So this is our embedded system. Suppose there is a refrigerator. Refrigerator is another example of embedded system. In the refrigerator, all the functionalities are already set in the refrigerator, and it can act according to the temperature. It can act according to the temperature. Most nowadays most of the refrigerator are auto. It can sense the outside temperature and act according to it. Wow, okay, সো রেফ্রিজারেটর এসি এগুলো এখন মোটামুটি এগুলো যে সিস্টেমটা এটা অটো এমবেডেড সিস্টেম। There are so many robots now are built using the microcontroller system. These robots are built with this microcontroller system with some specific instructions. Suppose there is a household robot. There in the household robots, some instruction are already installed in the robot system, so it can act according to that particular instruction, that sometimes do this work, household work, some doing household works, doing act like this. So these are some instruction already settled in that embedded system. So this is actually embedded system. And microcontroller is a part of this embedded system. Okay, so embedded system মনে আশা করি ক্লিয়ার হইছে আপনাদের সবার embedded system কি আর embedded system কিভাবে কাজ করে না কোনো কোশ্চেন
ক্লিয়ার
কোশ্চেন থাকলে বলতে পারেন মানে এমবেডেড সিস্টেমটা আপনি চাইলে কন্ট্রোল এসি যেমন আমরা রিমোট দিয়েও কন্ট্রোল করি বা আবার যেই ফাংশনালিটিস আছে ওটা অনুযায়ী এসি সেই অনুযায়ীও কাজ করতে পারবে সো এমবেডেড সিস্টেম কম্পিউটেশনাল আমরা কম্পিউটারে কি করি কম্পিউটার তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি কম্পিউটার ক্যান ডু এনি ওয়ার্ক কম্পিউটারকে পুরোটা আমাকে ইনস্ট্রাকশন দিতে হয় তারপর হয়তো বা কম্পিউটারের মধ্যে কিছু প্রোগ্রাম আছে সেই অনুযায়ী অ্যাক্ট করে আমাকে আউটপুট দেয় বাট আপনাকে কম্পিউটারে সেই ইনপুট দেওয়া বা সেই ইনস্ট্রাকশন দেয় এগুলো সবকিছু করতে হবে বাট এমবেডেড সিস্টেমে যেটা ওটা অলরেডি সবগুলো ইনস্ট্রাকশন সেটেল ডাউন থাকবে ওই অ্যাকর্ডিংলি কাজ করতে হবে চাইলে আপনি আরো কিছু এটাতে ইনপুটও দিতে পারেন এটা থেকে আউটপুট ওই অনুযায়ী পাবেন ঠিক আছে বাট বেসিক যে ফাংশনালিটিস গুলো এটা এমবেডেড সিস্টেমের মধ্যে দেওয়া থাকে মাইক্রো কন্ট্রোলার যেটা মাইক্রো কন্ট্রোলার আমি আপনাদের লেটস give you a sneak peek of microcontroller microcontroller is look like this you already seen this kind of ICs right yes microprocessor is also look like this microcontroller is also look like this okay so microcontroller also have some these kinds of pins in it okay in microprocessor you already know some microprocessor name like 8085 8086 microcontroller also some name like PIC 12F508 like this okay so these are some microcontrollers okay so these microcontrollers will hold the instruction and give us a output okay so see there are some example is given here like refrigerator there is a car door has some auto lock system and also some now the most of the first car are developed like the using the AI system it acts according to the suppose your safety speed limit so some car are now auto cars so these are the examples of microcontroller okay suppose there is an example it is a vehicle guided system it is also built using the microcontroller okay next we are going to see the microcontroller and microprocessor the difference between microcontroller and microprocessor I already told you many of you getting confused between microcontroller and microprocessor see the figure here you will be very careful after seeing this figure microprocessor look at microprocessor first microprocessor only has CPU there will be no memory there will be no input output ports okay microprocessor only have CPU okay but microcontroller will be it is a single chip but it has CPU it has some memory and it has some input and output port both of them are silicon chip but this one don't hold any memory I already told you microcontroller is an embedded system you can already install some instruction in it so it has some memory in it and it also have some built-in input output port অর্থাৎ যেমন হচ্ছে এসির ক্ষেত্রে যেমন আমরা রিমোট ইউজ করে শূন্যমত ইনপুট দিয়ে সেটা অনুযায়ী আমরা আউটপুট পাইতেছি বাট যেটার ইনপুট পাওয়ার যে পার্টটা ওটা অলরেডি আমার মাইক্রোকন্ট্রোলার যেটা এসির মধ্যে অলরেডি ইনস্টল করা আছে বাট মাইক্রোপ্রসেসরে যখন আমি ইনপুট আউটপুট দিতে যাব তখন আমাকে একটা পোর্ট কানেক্ট করে সেটার সাথে আমাকে ইনপুট আর আউটপুট দিতে হবে ওকে সো দিস আর দ্য basic difference between microprocessor and microcontroller so microprocessor is a processor with one silicon chip microcontroller is used the embedded computer system microcontroller is a microprocessor with added circuitry অর্থাৎ microcontroller is also a microprocessor but it has some memory and it has some built-in input output there are more difference between microprocessor and microcontroller suppose microprocessor is composed of a control unit register arithmetic logic unit microprocessor has only this control unit register arithmetic logic and logic unit there will be no memory no timer no direct external input output port, and when it is implemented in a computer or added a keyboard, you can give a input and see the output in a monitor. Okay, so this is microprocessor actually, but microcontroller has some capability using the register memories and speed. It has some onboard memories, timer. There are some already built-in input output ports, and for implementation you may need or you may not need any keyboard or any input output device. Like I already said, yeah, if I want to give any input to the AC, I can use the remote. Okay, because there is already built-in input and output device is there. If I use the remote, it can get the information and act accordingly. So these are some basic difference between microprocessor and microcontroller. Now clear what is microprocessor and what is microcontroller?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now you can differentiate between them. Okay, I give you some very basic difference between microprocessor and microcontroller in this lecture. Actually, I will give you all the lecture sheet. The lecture sheet will be give you the overview of the whole idea, but maybe in the question, maybe in the assignment that you are going to submit me, it will consider the elaborate idea of everything. Okay, so you need to study more by yourself. So you can see here the microprocessor and microcontroller basic difference. Maybe I give you a question like this, you have to find out more difference between microprocessor and microcontroller without this. আমি এখানে যেটা দিছি এটা বাদে আপনাকে খুঁজে বের করতে হবে মাইক্রোপ্রসেসর বা মাইক্রোকন্ট্রোলারের মধ্যে আর কি ডিফারেন্স আছে। ঠিক আছে, আপনাকে একটু স্টাডি করতে হবে, আপনাকে ইনভলভ হইতে হবে। আমি আপনাকে সবকিছুর ওভারভিউ দিব। হ্যাঁ, মনে করেন না যে আমি পুরো খাবার বানায় আপনার টেবিলে আপনার সামনে দিব, আপনি খেয়ে ফেলবেন। ঠিক আছে,
ঠিক আছে।
ঠিক আছে। Jakaria, what
Okay, ma'am.
you understand and you say ঠিক আছে। Jakaria, what did I say to you?
Ma'am, I understood before the
You
one
have to
language.
study. You have to study by your own. You have
Yes.
internet, you have Google, you have YouTube, right? You have to
Okay.
search everything and you have to understand. I give you overview, I will help you, but you have to study by your own. Okay, that is what I am
Okay,
saying.
ma'am.
Now you can see ঠিক আছে।
Okay.
Okay, so this is the basic block diagram of microcontroller. This is the whole thing already built in the microcontroller. Okay, so there will be some program memory, there will be some data memory. This is the microprocessor যেটা core man microprocessor core means the CPU, the ALU, everything, and this is the bus, data bus or address bus. And if we need any further peripheral, that is also connected here. We can use the digital input, digital analog input output system, and there will be some counter and timer. Do you have any idea about the counter and timer? What does the counter and timer doing? Counter and timer will
টাইমার তো হচ্ছে একটা
বলেন।
টাইমার হচ্ছে যেটা আমাদের টাইমটা একটা প্রোগ্রাম কমপ্লিট হতে কতটুকু টাইম লাগবে কাউন্ট করা।
কাউন্টারের কাজও সেম। টাইমার কাউন্টার বেসিক্যালি ডিলে কাউন্ট করে বা প্রোগ্রামটা কতক্ষণ মানে এক্সিকিউট হতে কি পরিমাণ টাইম লাগতেছে, তাহলে হ্যাঁ মানে ওই টাইমিং ডিটেইলসটা মানে টাইমিং টোটাল এক্সিকিউশন টাইমিং যেটা এটা টাইমার আর কাউন্টার সেট করে দেয়। ঠিক আছে, আর এছাড়াও ডিলে কাউন্ট করে। So all these things you can see, this is the basic block diagram. So all these things are already built in the microcontroller. Now you can add some power within it, and you can reset some interrupts in it. You can set some clock with it, but these are the things that is already built in the microcontroller. Okay, so this is the block diagram. Next one is microcontroller families, microcontroller families. In microprocessor, you can see there are some, or you also read some families like 8085 microcontroller, 8085 microprocessor, 8086 microprocessor. These are called the families because in 8085 microprocessor, it has some basic instruction, basic structure. 808 has have some different structure. So like this microcontroller will also have some different families. Like in this figure, you can see there are some names like PIC, Motorola. That these are the families. Okay, you can see micro controller numbers are very different from each other, like 12A580, 16A5 16F84A. So you don't have to remember all this, you just remember the family names like the PIC, Motorola. Okay, these are the families of the microcontroller. We are going to read every microcontroller one by one, but these are the some basic families. Okay,
Okay.
so we are going to read from each family. We can see, we will see that what are the similarities between the families. So this is the actually the introduction lecture. In the our so microcontroller is developed after microprocessor. Microprocessor is developed first, then they use the microcontroller. Okay, so in the architecture of the computer, you already see the two this von Neumann architecture. There is another architecture called Harvard architecture. These architecture are also followed by the microcontroller also. So in von Neumann architecture, there is some actually this is the most complex architecture. Now we are developed the Harvard architecture. This is the Harvard architecture. You already see the basic diagram of microcontroller. So this is on the base of Harvard architecture. We are using the von Neumann. Von Neumann is the first one, but after that the Harvard has invented a better version of the instructions. So the microcontroller is also following the Harvard architecture. Okay, Harvard architecture is using this bus, and this bus is passing data to each other. You already know that there is a data bus, there is an address bus. Okay, so this is the basics of microcontroller. Okay, so these are first lecture. I'm not going to give the more of it. So I think it is the ending of today's lecture.